Welcome to our CFP exam prep discussion today, where we're diving deep into bond duration, a critical concept that frequently appears on the exam and often causes confusion among test takers. Let's start by breaking down what bond duration really means. Bond duration measures the sensitivity of a bond's price to changes in interest rates. Think of duration as an elasticity measure, telling us how much a bond's price will move when interest rates shift. The key relationship to remember is that for every 1 percentage point change in interest rates, a bond's price will move in the opposite direction by approximately the percentage equal to its duration. Here's a practical example that often helps clarify this concept. If you have a bond with a duration of 5 years and interest rates increase by 1%, the bond's price will decrease by approximately 5%. Similarly, if interest rates decrease by 1%, the bond's price will increase by approximately 5%. This relationship is inverse and proportional. Many candidates make the mistake of confusing duration with maturity. While they're related, they're not the same thing. A bond's duration will always be less than or equal to its time to maturity, except for zero coupon bonds where they're equal. This is because duration takes into account both the time until the bond matures and the periodic interest payments. Another common error I see students make is forgetting how bond characteristics affect duration. Higher coupon rates lead to lower duration because you're receiving more cash flows earlier. Conversely, lower coupon rates result in higher duration. Similarly, longer maturities typically mean higher duration, while shorter maturities mean lower duration. The exam often includes questions about modified duration versus Macaulay duration. Modified duration is what we typically use in practice and what the exam mostly focuses on. It's simply the Macaulay duration divided by 1 plus the yield per period. When you see duration mentioned without specification, it's usually referring to modified duration. Here's a test-taking tip that saved many candidates. When you see a question about interest rate risk and bond portfolios, remember that duration is additive. This means if you have a portfolio of bonds, you can calculate the portfolio's duration by weighted averaging the durations of individual bonds. Let me share a classic exam trap to watch out for. Sometimes questions will ask about convexity alongside duration. While duration gives us a good approximation of price changes, it assumes a linear relationship. Convexity accounts for the curved relationship between price and yield, making it more accurate for larger rate changes. The exam might try to trick you by presenting scenarios where convexity becomes significant. Remember these key points about duration. The longer the duration, the more volatile the bond price will be in response to interest rate changes. Zero coupon bonds have the highest duration for a given maturity because all payments are received at maturity. Duration decreases as yield increases and increases as time to maturity increases. When studying for this topic, practice calculating price changes using duration and make sure you understand how different factors affect a bond's duration. Focus on the relationships rather than memorizing formulas, as the exam typically tests conceptual understanding more than computational skills.